Let's bring in meteorologist Tamsin Green for a latest look on the heat and fire across the country. Tamsin, Thursday and Friday saw emergency bushfire warnings across Tasmania and New South Wales, but it seems like things are really going to ramp up before they ease.
Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful end to the week across parts of the country, particularly Tasmania and New South Wales, as we did see emergency bushfire warnings in place and several fire incidents. Now that heat is just going to keep on coming for New South Wales after conditions have eased further south. Now, Friday's maximum temperatures were pretty warm across the board. Canberra there 36 degrees, Sydney touching close to 38 degrees, and out towards the west, well in excess of 40 degrees. And we're going to see that ramp up even more into Saturday. We also had some pretty gusty winds, which really fanned those flames and didn't really help the situation there across the board for New South Wales. Also pretty gusty across Victoria there, winds gusting in excess of 70 kilometres an hour. Also for Tasmania, Mount Wellington still seeing gusts in excess of 80 kilometres an hour after Thursday saw wind gusts of 120 kilometres an hour there. Now we'll see this heat funneling along this trough from the interior through towards New South Wales. We can see that flash of purple indicating temperatures in excess of 45 degrees. So through Saturday, we could be seeing temperatures reach 46 to 48 degrees across some portions. So we will see that heat really funnel towards the coast and towards Sydney there. But temperatures there for Saturday, we're looking at Sydney seeing highs of 37 degrees, although Western Sydney could potentially get in excess of 40 degrees. Sydney itself will depend on the strength of that sea breeze, whether it will just take the edge off. But otherwise, elsewhere towards the west, we are seeing temperatures in excess of 40 degrees and widely elevated fire danger. In fact, extreme fire danger and total fire ban for 9 regions, including the Greater Hunter and the Greater Sydney area, as well as the Central West. And what that means is if any fires do start in those areas, then they could become very dangerous and spread very rapidly, Stevie.
Are we going to see any widespread relief from this heat in the coming days?
Well, yeah, we will eventually see that start to ease off, as we've already seen across the south. So that cool change has brought a dramatic drop in temperatures through Thursday across Victoria. The same thing will then happen towards the end of the weekend into New South Wales. So we can see those southerly wind arrows driving in that sharp cool change through Sunday, where temperatures will be dropping around 10 degrees from what we'll see on Saturday. So Sydney there, temperatures at 26 degrees, still a little bit above average for the time of year though, but certainly a marked cool difference in what we'll be seeing through the course of Saturday. We do have that heatwave warning still in force through Saturday, but conditions will then ease through Sunday, and the focus of that heatwave becomes across Western Australia, particularly across the Kimberley and the Pilbara, where the temperatures really will continue to peak over the next few days. So we can see over the next few days into the new working week, that heat continues to pivot across the north and the west. So the interior is still seeing very high temperatures, red indicating temperatures in excess of 40 degrees, but southern fringes there of Victoria and Tasmania certainly still staying on the cooler side of things. But elsewhere for your Saturday, here's how things are shaping up. We can see cooler conditions across the south, Adelaide and Melbourne and Hobart seeing temperatures in the low 20s, but the focus of that heat really is along the east, while Perth will also see temperatures up into the high 20s there, Stevie.
All right, Tamsin, thank you very much for the update there.